Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing fine. So today we have got a huge bowl of soup. I want to apologise if you can hear the man-child. He's on his Xbox. So if you can hear him, I am sorry. You know. So we've got a big bowl of soup. We've got cheesy bread buns. Don't ask, I'm going to tell you this anyway. For drink, of course, water. So, the bother with the buns. I've been dreaming of this all day. I made it last night and I thought it would be lovely for when I get in from work. I've just put bacon bits on top. Crisp, like done some bacon, put it on top. So the buns went into town yesterday. I thought, right, we'll go to Greg's, see if they've got half a bloomer. Because I don't like getting a full one because I'll not eat it. Simple as, I'll not eat it. Waste, don't want waste. So I thought, right, I'll go into Tesco's. Normally Tesco's got a huge bread aisle. And they've normally got like a section with all the fresh bread on. None. I'm like, that's it. They had no tiger bread. Nothing. So I'm left with this. I mean, I could have gotten normal bread, but who wants normal bread? You know what I mean? So let's have a dip. Oh, I haven't told you what soup I've got. What soup I made. I haven't told you what soup I've made. I made red lentil soup with bacon bits in. So basically it's red lentils, split lentils, carrots, potatoes. I was going to do it the Turkish way, but I just fancied some bacon. So I couldn't do it the Turkish way because I wanted some bacon. I did. There you go. Oh. I have been dreaming of this all day. I'm like, come on, I want to get home. I want my soup. So we're going to be talking about spookies. I had a song in my head before and now I can't remember it. Oh, it's a dark night in a dark place. Where's that come from? Can anybody remember? I'm like, I can visualize it, but I can't remember the name. Got a chunk of carrot there. Oh, and there's onions in as well. Just what you need for a nice cold night. Right, technically this is called ham and peas soup, but I put bacon in. Oh. So we're going to Spookies in a minute, guys. I'm absolutely starving. have a tatty. My son doesn't really like this, so it's just me having it. I'm going to tell you about if we're going with hot. There we go. So last night sitting, my son goes, Mum, after all the years you lived in Turkey, surely you would know some recipes from there. Like, and I'm like sitting there and I'm looking at him like, really? Really? No? You're asking this? I've tried so many times to get him to eat Turkish food. I mean, yes, it'll have like lamajin and that. But whenever I've made a Turkish meal, I'm not. But now he wants it. Because even though, because I like the likes of like mince and dumplings, like old fashioned food, you know. He doesn't, he's not really a fan of it. So when I cook, I like to cook for the both of it, you know, and it's like if he doesn't like something good, and say, do you know what I mean? It's annoying. Because I don't like making two separate meals. Can you hear him? So spooky. Lie down, Chloe. Right. Spooky time. Clear my palate. So, the earliest memory I have was when I was like 8 or 9. That is the earliest memory I have of anything spooky happening. Or the start of it happening. So, as I say, I was about 8 or 9 years old. My mum decided to go out. Well, my parents decided to go out. My mum and my stepdad. And my older sister was looking after us. The middle sister, you know. I'm the youngest. And then you've got the middle sister. So she's looking after us. Me and her never really got on. We still do, but we talk, we don't. We kind of. So anyway. So she invites her friend over. And they're like, we're going to do a Ouija board. Yeah, you never miss, no. Even at that young age, I knew what was wrong. That if at a young age I knew it was wrong. So anyway, I do a Ouija board. There's me crapping myself. Not getting involved, but crapping myself. All the same. Few things start happening around the house. I'm like, I'm going upstairs. Go upstairs to my room. Go into my room. No sooner I did that. Go to my room. Close the door. I slammed the door open. Like, pulled the door open again. Ran down the stairs screaming. Because there was something in my room. So that was the first instant. They're not really like, to me they're not scary. Because I'm not afraid of it. Apart from the Ouija board. No. It's not happening. I don't recommend it. But in that house, and I wasn't the only one who saw it and seen it, was an old lady in the house. And she used to always be in the middle bedroom, stand next to like the wardrobe area. Now where I used to live, there used to be, there was, there is still there, what we would call the witch as well. I used to live behind that. I did do. And a bit further on, like, across the fields, is the witch's circle as well. So, yeah. And all that. So I remember the old lady. She never harmed you. But I wasn't the only one who saw her. My sister saw her. My stepbrother saw her. I'm not sure if my mum and stepdad saw her. And she would wear one of those old, like, nightgowns. She did. And when I used to live like there, sometimes when we used to go to school, we would walk through the graveyard. And I don't know what it was about walk. I love graveyards, by the way. I know. The older the graveyard, the better. There's a one along the road from me now. And there's graves in there like nearly 200-year old. So, and when I used to walk through the graveyard, I could see, obviously, spirits walking around. None of my family. So none of my family is buried there. I wouldn't really say they were spooky stories, it's just something I'm used to. Do you know what I mean? But my earliest memory is like 8 or 9. The school I used to go to, that was a really old school. They're really old. I think it needs more bread. I'll be made out. In the school, we had our own swimming pool. In the past, they used to let, if you were in the swimming club, which is what I was in. If you were in the swimming club, you could just go for a swim. Like, obviously, the practice. But they stopped that, because obviously back then, like the early 90s, health and safety wasn't out back then. Wasn't it? Slopping. Nobody really cared about health and safety back then. They didn't. So in any way, some students were like swimming and they got pulled under the pool. And the students said that they felt like somebody was dragging them under the pool. So since then, obviously nobody was allowed in without a teacher supervising. But nothing really happened at the school, like, what I saw. What's actually, it's not really scary or spooky. I think when you're used to it, you don't let it bother you. Obviously, some people are skeptical, which you have every right to be. I'll tell you one story. what literally freaked us out. My son was, and I must admit that whole entire, because my mum used to take me away on holiday, like my parents, sorry, used to take him on holiday every summer. He was about 3-year-old. He was like 3-year-old because we had then moved into here. I had just been off at the house for here when it happened. So I was having weird dreams all the time, and it involved like him. Honestly, I was never off the phone. If I wasn't phoning my mum, I was phoning the goddamn hotel if I couldn't get through to them. I'm like, just checking, is everything alright? Is everything alright? You know, honestly, I couldn't wait till I got home. So this one night, like, obviously, you know the helium balloons, what they get. He got one for his birthday. Absolutely loved it. Didn't want to get rid of it. So we kept it, you know. There was no helium left in. It was completely dead. Just a balloon. It was downstairs because in that house we had like a kitchen diner. Knocked into one. And it was on like the back wall next to the fireplace in the kitchen diner. In the middle of the night. No windows open. Nothing. So it's there. And I'm in bed. And then I goes to the toilet during the middle of the night. And I hear something coming up the stairs and I'm like, what's that? You know, and I'm like, as I say, I hear something coming up the stairs. And I just look and I'm like, oh my God. I literally just froze on the spot. It was the balloon coming up the stairs. It came up when it crossed the landing into the bedroom and lay on the bed, right where the pillows are at the top. That bedroom was my son's bedroom. It went from the kitchen diner, across the kitchen diner, through a little gap in the door downstairs, up the stairs, across the landing, through the door, which was a little gap again, onto the bed where the pillows are. I kid you not, I nearly passed out. Like, totally nearly freaked out. Well, actually, I did freak out. I was like, it's the middle of the night. It's like, I was wanting to phone me mum. Make sure everything's okay with, Lewis. So obviously I told the neighbours the next day. And they said that years ago, I mean, I'm talking this happened 15 years ago. It did. So this is like 50 years ago or something that this actually happened. A child was murdered who used to live in them houses, like around that area. And they would often say the child, he was murdered on the roads. Tell you something, I nearly passed out. That There's only been 2 times I've nearly freaked. That, the balloon, in the Ouija board. It's the only 2 times out of everything I've saw. Them are the only 2 times I've literally freaked out. I mean, the balloon was completely dead. No helium left in the balloon. It was just normal air. I woke up the next morning. I thought I'll check back in the room, see if I was dreaming. Went in the room and the balloon was still there. Shut that door so fast. Did I not? I want more bread, but I don't want more bread. Because I'm getting full. I knew I would. I can have the rest tomorrow. Well, that's it. It's like, to me, they're not that spooky, so whenever I tell them, I'm telling them how I see it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm telling them I'm not afraid, because I wasn't afraid, like, obviously when the freaking balloon, that's a whole other story. The bloody balloon. Any more backing? Quite a few things have happened in this house. They have. Things have went missing. Particularly my passport. Like to do a vanishing act. There was one time when Lewis was on holiday. I was sitting down. No, he wasn't on holiday actually. He was staying at his girlfriend's, I'm sure. I was out. But he wasn't on holiday. And I'm like sitting downstairs. I'm down here, the cats were down. It's when I had the male cat as well. We're all sitting downstairs. And I hear bang, 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 bang. Going across the floor. No, like a bouncy ball. Bouncing off the floor. But in my son's bedroom. And I'm like, and I go upstairs and there's the bouncy ball bouncing. Just bouncing away. I'm like, okay then. Continue playing. Continue playing. Like, not today. Bound. But it generally, it just doesn't freak us out. I wish I did knock up baby like you know what I mean? I wish I could be like one of these dramatic storytellers. And this is what happened. And they went down into the woods. They went beside the witch as well. Wah! Yeah, I could never. I could never. I'll take a few drama lessons and I'll come back. And then maybe I can. You know what I mean? Do you agree, Chloe? Do you agree? Drama lessons? No bother. Try not to shout at him. I'm currently reading this. Can you see it? The lost message of Paul. Currently reading that right now. I am. So I was like, shall I read me? But I was like, no, you need to film your film. A bit more bacon. Will I have the bacon? Right. I'm on to like in 35 minutes. Bearing in mind how big this bowl is, I've had quite a bit. I have. And sometimes your eyes can be bigger than your belly. Can't they? But I'll have that tomorrow. If I go to work. I'll have that tomorrow. That'll be back in. Is it? It is. That's what I'm saying. Is that a bit of bacon? And a bit of bacon? Any more bacon? I'm sorry that they weren't really spooky, guys. I'm just not a good storyteller. I don't see. Also dramatic. Anticlimactic. Anticlimax. Anticlimactic. Is that even a word? Anticlimactic. Am I even speaking English at this point? Anticlimactic. No. Not even a word. Anticlimax. Climax. Anticlimax. Oh God, stop it. Anticlimax. Anti-dramatic. What the freaking hell is anti-dramatic? Anti-drama. Oh, yeah, shut up. Right, we're going to leave it there. Before I have another brain fart. Take a drink. So guys, so sorry that wasn't so spooky. Yeah, that's how it is. But when something doesn't freak you out, you kind of be like over dramatic. I mean, in your head you can, but in reality you can't. Oh, you can. I should get acting lessons from the avocado. I should. So dramatic. Oh, yeah. Right, I'm going. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Sorry again that it wasn't so scary. Scary. If you're new to this channel, please press like and subscribe. And that ding dong bell. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Boom.